Hi everyone, it's Miss Lisa, the art teacher. How is everyone today? I hope you're all doing well. I am, except I'm missing you very, very much. Well, today I would like to draw with you birds. All the birds from the south are going to start coming back up north because the weather's changing. It's getting nice out again. So we're going to be seeing a lot of different birds outside. So I thought it'd be a good idea to draw some birds. So how about you get yourself a piece of paper and a marker. I said a marker, a Sharpie marker. If you don't have a Sharpie marker, how about a black crayon? No pencils for this one, because we're not erasing. What we draw is what we get. This is a fun bird drawing experiment, okay? So get a marker, preferably Sharpie, or a crayon, or an oil pastel, because we're then going to paint with watercolor. If you're not going to use watercolor and you're going to use tempera paint, doesn't matter then if you don't have a marker, a waxy substance like a crayon or an oil pastel. So how about we get started drawing our wacky birds? Yes, I said wacky because they're going to come out pretty wacky, and that's the fun of it. So come on down to my desk and we'll draw together, okay? Here we go. How do we draw a bird? Well, how about we start at one side of the paper and we draw a black dot. Look at that black dot. I'm coloring it in really well. How about you draw a nice black dot? Then how about you draw a big circle around that black dot? Look at that. I drew a circle around my black dot. What's that look like? Looks like a rotten egg. Ah, no, it's not a rotten egg. What's it look like to you? Looks like a hole. Can I stick my finger in the hole? Nope, that's not a hole. It's a black dot with a circle around it. Okay, how about we add a triangle? Oh, look what I just made. I made the bird's beak. Did you make a triangle too? Right at the end of that circle, put a triangle. And that's your bird's beak. Now let's start drawing his body. I'm going to do this upside down so it's right side up for you. How about we start at his head and we just start going towards the edge of the paper. And when we get towards the end, let's curve that line up a little bit. How's that look to you guys? So I kind of have a circle with a string attached, like a balloon flying sideways. And then it curves up towards the corner of the paper over here. This is the corner, and that's where it curves up. So we go straight along the edge and straight up to the corner. So we've got a big round circle for a head, a little black circle for the eye, and a nice triangle for the beak. And then we attached a string to this round ball, and we drew it all the way to the corner. All right, now we're going to draw this bird's body. So we're going to start back at this line here and come down along the paper and make a big smiley face. Big smiley face right up to his head. Look at that big smile. That's the best smile ever. Boy, I got a big fat bird. He looks like he had a big lunch. What do you think? Maybe. So let's see, what else does a bird have? How about his little legs? Let's do two lines next to each other here, and we'll do two lines next to each other there. But we're not done yet. Let's make little triangle feet. Look at that, almost little triangles. Here's one triangle, two triangle, three triangle. You like that? Let's do another one. Triangle, triangle, triangle. So now he's got toes. We made toes on our wacky bird. What else would you like to add to your bird? How about some feathers? Well, if we're going to make feathers, let's make the letter C backwards. We made a backwards C. How's that for a feather? Not quite done yet. Let's add some lines to our feathers. How about some curvy lines? Curvy. How's that? That's pretty good for feathers. Does your bird have any hair? I'm going to give mine some hair. Bunch of wavy hair. I like that. Maybe I'm even going to add some shapes to my bird. Want to add some shapes to your bird? Sure, why not? We could even add designs to our bird. I think I'm going to add flowers on my bird. My bird loves flowers. There's one flower. It's my bird. I could do whatever I want. I want you to make something cute on your bird too. Look at all the pretty flowers on my bird. I think I'll put one down here as well. Maybe one more right here. Like it's going off to the other side of my bird. That's kind of wacky, don't you think? I like it. How about he's a happy bird? He's smiling. Oh, I love my smiling, happy bird. Okay now. I think I've got enough on my bird for now. How about we get out our watercolors, if you're using watercolors. If you're using tempera paints, get out your tempera paints. And let's start painting our bird. What color should we make our bird? How about we make the bird's body yellow? I kind of like yellow. It's a soft color. I'm going to start painting the background of my bird yellow. Look at that. So pretty my bird is. Pretty yellow bird. Look at my bird. I'm painting him yellow. I'm going to paint my bird. You go paint yours, and we'll meet back here in a minute, okay? I'll be right back. I'm almost done painting the body. How are you making out? That's wonderful. Okay, I'm still painting, so I'll meet you back here in a moment. Bye. I painted my bird with crazy blue hair, and now I'm painting my flowers. How pretty. Look at the purple I'm using. So nice. Well, I finished painting my bird. Now I'm going to let it dry, and when it's dry, I'm going to cut it out. So you continue painting if you're not done, and I'll meet you back here when our bird's dry. Okay guys, I'm back, and my bird has dried. Look how beautiful my bird looks. It's a kind of kooky bird. He's got flowers on his body and crazy hair, but I love him. So now, the next thing I want you to do is get a scissor and cut out your bird. Now when you cut, the best thing is to leave the scissor in one place. You don't have to move the scissor at all. Watch how I'm just moving the paper. I'm moving the paper. I'm not moving my scissor. I'm turning my paper, not moving the scissor from the spot that it's in. Moving the paper, not the scissor. Who's there? Oops, sorry. Somebody came in the front door. So I'm just moving the scissor, and I'm not moving the scissor. I'm moving the paper. It's a bad habit I have. When I hear somebody coming into my front door, I want to know who it is. Okay. Cutting away, cutting away. I'm almost done. How you doing with your scissor cutting? Can't wait to see your birds when we are done. Because you're so excited. All these birds, these kooky birds.
Hi, Bella.
I'm doing my video for my children. Almost done. How you guys doing? You cutting good? Take your time. Learn your scissor skills. This is a good time. Very good, very good. I'm almost done, almost done. Hang in there, I'm almost done. Okay, so, oh, I forgot the top. I forgot to do around his crazy hair. I gotta do that too, so hang on. I'm not done cutting either. To help you make crazy hair for your bird. What should I name this crazy bird? Bluesy? Bluesy hair? What should I name him? Wackadoodle? I like Wackadoodle. He's a Wackadoodle. Whack-a-mole? Oh no, that's a game. Let's see. Bluesy woozy, bluesy woozy. I gotta get around all these curvy lines with my scissor. Round and round and round and round. See how I turn the paper? But don't move the scissor. That's the way you do it. That's the easy way to cut. Turn the paper round and round and round and round. Look at that. Going up and down like a mountaintop around his crazy hair. Okay, now I'm done. There's my beautiful crazy bird. So now the next thing is optional, which I think you might like to do. So my crazy bird is basically, its body is a nice warm color. Yellow is a very warm color. So I'm going to get a contrasting color of blue to put my bird on. But before I do that, I'm going to draw some things on the background. So I'm going to bring you down so you can see what I'm doing. Come on down. Come on, come look. Okay, so here's my table, and I want to draw something to place my bird on. So I'm going to start with a horizon line, and the horizon line goes straight across my paper. I'm using a black Sharpie marker, and I'm going to also put a fence in the background. So I'm making another line, and then one more line. And for a fence, I'm going to put these vertical lines to make it look like a fence. You see how Mrs. Lisa's doing this? There we go. So I have a fence going across my horizon line. Then I'm going to build me a tree. Use a bunch of curvy lines for a tree. Make the branch go out, up, and out. And over here, I'm going to have a nice nest with some eggs in it for my bird. Up in the sky, I'm going to draw a sun because it's a bright sunny day. And down in the foreground, in the front over here, just some pieces of grass and some bird feed, because some people like to feed the birds. So there I have it. I have a little scene in my my paper, but it's beautiful. But you know what would be even better? If you had some chalk pastels or some oil pastels, and we colored it in with our chalks. Watch how beautiful the sun's going to brighten up if I use this yellow chalk pastel, and the sunbeams, how bright they look. Isn't that much nicer? And for the reds, the orangey sun, I'm going to add orangey chalk mixed with this yellow chalk. Make it like a really hot sunny day. How nice does that look? And how about for my tree? How about we color the tree in brown, right? Color all the branches brown. And remember, we have that bird's nest up here, so we'll add the straw for the bird's nest. And I'm going to take my finger and just blend and soften the tree branches. How pretty does that look? Now we want to add a little green to our tree, because it's a beautiful green tree. Our bird picked a nice tree to put a nice nest where his eggs will be nice and safe, or her eggs I should say. And I'm going to take my finger and blend the chalk. If you don't have chalk, use crayons. If you don't have crayons, use oil pastels. If you have none of those, how about you try maybe markers? They might be nice and bright. Speaking of bright, look what color I'm making the eggs. Pink! I love pink eggs. Now we've got the grass and straw up in the front. I'm going to add a little bit of orange just to brighten that up. Add another level of green in there. And the bird seed. Maybe we should make the bird seed little pieces of white bird seed mixed with the black marker. Okay, because whoever lives in the house on yonder, they feed the birds. Now when we place our bird into our picture, it's oh so much prettier. Isn't that beautiful? So glue your bird down. Get a little liquid glue. After you're done with your scenery, make sure you got enough glue that he sticks down really good. I think my glue dried out. What's going on here? Did I not close it properly last time? That's very important, or else it won't come out. There we go. I got it. Just had a little clog, but he's all better now. Don't forget his little legs. You got to get those legs in there. All right, so when you're done gluing the back of your bird, turn him upside down, and let's put him in our picture. And come on up. I'm back. Look how beautiful our wacky birds look. So we have a warm colored bird on a cool colored paper. I think he looks marvelous, don't you? All right, guys. This is Miss Lisa, your art teacher, saying ciao for now from my table of art. And I hope you had a lot of fun making your birds. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye. Be good. Be kind.